continue with the project that we have been working in. In my case, I would like to go to the screen recordings, and I'm gonna remove, for example, let's say this video over here, and also these other 3 videos that are here. Let's change the name of this to the name that it corresponds. Jesus Christ. Yes. Because maybe someone is gonna get offended about it. Also, I'm gonna pass these two here. Anyway, just a little bit of organization. Now let's go to SAM and let's open it as an administrator, as I taught you before, right? Let's click on it, run as administrator. Let me make sure that I erase the videos. Oh yes, I erased. Let's hit on yes, and let's also erase these also 4 videos over here. Okay. Let me see something. Okay, let's hit on start. Now what I'm gonna do is to go to, you see, this localhost here. Let's go to Jonah Chronicles. Being honest, I think that we have something pending, which is, I think, this registration itself. So without fear, let's test the registration, okay? Because today is another day and there is nothing bad to test it, okay? I'm going to test, let's say, for example, that the name of the user is going to be Marron, just like that. And the email is going to be marron5 at sample.com. Now you will say, why marron? Because there is a neuron connection in the body that is called maron or macron. I don't know if it's macron or maron. And it has to be with the muscles that are in the legs, especially in the femur, very close to the femur. And I was studying some of anatomy, and I think that name is just to remind us about it. And also there is a very well-known singer which is called Marron 5. And I don't think that he's gonna get offended if I use his name. Craziest part is that sometimes I even sing similar to him. Let's hear, when I say sing, is that I can use my voice to reproduce his voice in a similar way. Marron, let's say that it's gonna have a last name. Let's say that it's gonna be, because that is actually a nickname. Marron Uriel, let's say. And I would say that the password is gonna be one of those passwords that I use for testing. Let's here something like test, something like that. And that's it. We register, and here says welcome Marron Uriel. Remember that I told you before that in the next video or in the next occasion, we're gonna make a video to redirect and save this into the session of this actual website. Because the problem is that as it was making the redirection on the while loop, it was not saving the session. But actually the session is saved. Now, how could I prove that this user is actually present? Well, there are 2 ways. And one of them is to make a select and show the username and all those things. But right now, this video is not supposed to be so extensive. That is okay. Now let's just try to go a little bit further and let's make a button to make the logout, okay? Because that is important. I remember I had a friend or something like that I met at Peru. He used to ask me for the rasurator, just between you and me. And I was like, always like, why? I mean, I was like, why? You don't think that I don't know who you are? And he was not exactly marron, you know. Yes, I am saying this because if you feel that my voice changes, maybe it's because of his influence. And I don't like that, okay? I was the only one with a automatic rasurator in the whole group. Let me go here. Okay. Yes. Jonah Chronicles. Now let's go to code. Uh, let's create a logout button here. Let's make it just next to the registration. Okay. I'm gonna pause the video while the Visual Studio is open. Okay, it is opening. It is charging Visual Studio Code. You may be wondering how, Reynald, do you pause the video and you are sure that your voice is gonna get to the audience? Well, it is because of the law of impulse. I am studying physics and I know the law of impulse. The law of impulse um, establishes that there is a force and there is a timing force. And if I speak, my speech usually comes from my mouth. And believe it or not, my mouth is faster than my hands, for example. And so you made the calculation. It's just a matter of understanding that even though if I speak fast or slow, I will hit on the pause button after I finishes speaking. So the pause action is completed after my speaking, not before. And if it is before, it is because of the capricci of someone, not exactly because of bad hearing um, of, let's say, of mine. If you listen to me well, congratulations, you are in a very well placed. And if you listen to me bad, bad luck to you. Maybe it's not my fault, trust me, but maybe it's the fault of someone that you are following that is desiring to me bad things. And trust me, it's completely possible and sadly is in certain way part of life. Okay, let's see. Let's look for the registration button. Registration, and it is here. What I'm gonna do is just to copy and paste this little button that is right now over here. And I'm gonna say that I would like to have it on red, let's say. This red, and I will say logout. Logout. And let's go to the private includes. And we're gonna say that we would like to go to private includes. Sorry, to the directory. Let's place it like this. Private includes. And now here we're gonna go to, we're gonna make a logout. Yes, just like that. Let's create and here to go to the registration, by the way. Let's make private. Oh, here is a registration just right here, which is okay. But the logout, I would put it on the private directory, okay? If you are not a novice, I mean beginner, you will understand why I put the logout on the on the private directory, okay? Now it is just as simple as placing here decision destroy, and after that header location index.php, something like that, okay? We're gonna test that the redirection is actually on the main website, but this is everything until the moment. Believe it or no, it's just as simple as that. Let's now test it. Let's refresh. Hit on logout. And here it goes to private includes. So we have to go to see? We have to go twice backward. Let's go back. Log out again. And here you can see that now in the welcome doesn't say anything. And if we want to put it more clear or clearer, you see the welcome here? Welcome. I am gonna say that if there is no name, I would not like to show not even the welcome here, okay? I would say something like this. Let's say, if not is set name, then I will just, let's say, leave it this empty. And in the let's say that if is set, then welcome. Just like this, welcome. And just what's that? That's everything. Now let's refresh on here. Oh, here says that we are. It is expecting. Oh yes, it's missing the end if. Sorry, I forgot that. Let's see, I think that I'm missing something. There you go. Let's refresh. Now you can see that there is no welcome here because we are not logged in. And if we like to log in, we go to login, and you can see that here it goes to login. And if we want to go to the registration, here goes to the registration.